Okay, for this project I am doing the complete skunk in Create Critter on page 61. I'm doing the accessories and I'm doing the phrase. This is the shifted main image. It is the tree trunk that the skunk stands on. And I cut this out in craft paper at 2.5 inches. And this is layer 1. And I cut it out in a dark brown. This is layer 2, and I cut it out in a cream. And the leaf, the green, is layer 3. And this is the phrase for the skunk, and I cut it out at 1.12 in height with a gypsy. It's cut out in green, the same color as the leaf that I use for the trunk. And then this is the shifted image that goes with the phrase, and it's the letter S. I cut that out in a light yellow. And then the accessory that goes with the skunk is a flower, and the regular image is cut out in yellow, and the shifted image is cut out in green. And I'm going to put it all together. I just added layer 1 to the main base image, and I also added the S, which was a shifted image for the phrase, and it's finished. And I also added the shifted image for the accessory, which was a flower, and it is also finished. I just added layer 2 to layer 1. I just added layer 3, which was the leaf, to the layer, to the main base layer. It was the only thing that was still showing, and my tree trunk is finished and ready for my project. I added a little bit of detail to the tree trunk, and what I did is I used my pen and I drew a circle, kind of like an oval spiral at the top. And I also, because I used a lighter color behind, the eyes kind of looked like they were staring, so I added a little bit of a pupil to the center of their eyes. And so he's finished. This is the skunk from page 61, and this is the shadow, and I cut it out in a dark gray, and I also cut it out at 2.5 inches. This is the main base image, and I cut it out in black. This is layer 1, and I cut it out in a light lavender. And this is layer 2, and I cut that out in a dark purple. And then for layer 3, I cut this nose out in a dark pink. I just added the main base image to the shadow. I just added layer 1 to the main base image. I just added layer 2 to layer 1, and before you let it dry too much, you need to lift up, if you're going to add the flower, you need to lift up the paw, and looking at it on our left, and tuck it underneath his paw. And once you do that, that is what it will look like. And I also put some glue underneath the parts of the flower that touch the skunk. So pretty much all of it, and then it's pretty much ready to go on my project. Just needs layer 3. Okay, so I just added layer 3, which was the nose, and my skunk is ready for my project. Okay, so I put my skunk accessory and my skunk and the phrase on the cover of a handmade album that I made, and this is what it looks like. There's the skunk and the phrase and the stump.